And today I'll be showing you how to install Postiz on a Linux machine using Docker Compose. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is run this command. Now, this will fail because I'm not in the root directory, because I'm not a root. So you're gonna wanna add sudo. Now that is finished, just create a directory. Now that we're in here, you just need to run this command. Then you head over to the documentation, which I have right here. Now you'll see this page. You're gonna wanna scroll down here, copy this, paste it in here. Now we need to change these variables to match our configuration. Now, because this is on my local machine, I am able to use localhost, which is possible by doing localhost 5000. Same thing here. And here. Now we need to make a JVT secret. This is very important that you change this and never expose this to the public. You can just kind of do that. You can let all of these be the same. You don't need to change any of these. Now, if you want to change the directory you want to upload your Postiz media, you can just kind of do that. That would work. Theoretically, you don't have to do that. I'm not going to do that now. What was the name of it? Postiz uploads. You can just let it be. Let this be like this. Now, this is very important. If you decide that you want to expose Postiz to the public, you will need this if you want to access Postiz from a remote device or not just on your device. Now I'm gonna let it have it by default, but I will make another tutorial on how to expose it on the internet and change the required environment variables. Now I'm gonna show you how to also add a variable to that. Now I'm just gonna use, for example, Slack. Now you will see that you need to do all these here. We will not be doing that right now. I will be showing you at a later date. Now you'll see that this is in the format of a .env. You cannot use this in a Docker Compose. What you're gonna want to do is copy this, paste this in here, a double dot, this, and then your client ID if you would want to use that right now. Now I'm not gonna use Slack right now. I will show you at a later date. As mentioned previously, I won't need to change anything here. I could just Control O, Control X. I can just sudo docker compose up.d. -d basically means .daemon. This means that it's going to run in the background without even when closing your terminal. You can just run this. So what I didn't do correctly is install the Docker Compose plugin. What you're gonna wanna do is sudo apt install Docker Compose, which will then install the right package. Now I installed it right now, but this should work now. Now always remember to do sudo. This basically means that you run on the root. Now if you see, for example, if this would say root at PC-01, you would not need sudo as you're already the root. Now this will pull, this will take a moment. Now this is going to finish any moment now. This will finish. There we go. This will now create the required containers. For your information, Postgres is the database and Redis is basically the cage for Postiz required to work. Yeah, that's done. Now you can just check via docker ps. Oh, I forgot sudo again. We can see it is running on the 5000 port. We can access localhost 5000 now. Yep, I forgot. Starting it will take some time at the first one. You can check by sudo docker logs, then just Postgres. There we go. It's running. There we go. Now, don't click on continue with Google as this will not work. See, 400 invalid request as we did not configure that previously. We will be showing you later at a date how to configure Google. We also lately added OAuth as an authentication method, which is still in the beta and currently being tested actively, but I will be showing you shortly how that works. Now you can just register. I will say test at example.com. Testing, create account. There we go. This worked. You have everything you need. You need to configure, unfortunately, every singular one of these manually. As you can see, we have a documentation which I will link below, but you will need to configure everything. We will try to make for every singular provider a tutorial on YouTube, but unfortunately I won't be able to do the TikTok, Facebook and Instagram and Threads as you require a verified business for that, which I don't have currently. So as long as they don't lower their requirements, I won't be able to show you that. You will need to use the documentation. Now make sure to join our Discord if you have any questions or need support with that. I will also be linking that below. Thank you very much for listening with us today. I will be making more guides shortly.